Hey you guys, what's up? It's your Fitness Tip Wednesday. Today's topic, we're looking at how you can breathe for exercise optimization. Okay, get the most out of your exercises, and also breathing for relaxation. Okay, and even stress management is an element here. Okay, so a lot of people, when they exercise, breathing is not emphasized by the majority of teachers, trainers, whatever. Some do, okay, but the majority of people, they just don't really touch on it much. I don't know why. It should be basic. It should be taught in schools, as far as I'm concerned, but it isn't really. At least not the correct way. All right. So a proper way of breathing. Now, let's see how to put this. I think the best way to put this. You always have to have your breathing relaxed. Okay, no matter what you're doing physically, you may be lifting weights, you may be hitting a heavy bag, you may be doing all these things, but you always want to have your breathing relaxed. Okay, it may be going crazy out here, but in here it's gonna be calm and relaxed. Okay, then I know it's sounds kind of opposite, but that's just the way it has to be. Okay, a lot of people tend to separate them in their mind. They have okay, well, there is like Tai Chi or yoga. There's that kind of breathing. But then if you're doing weights, or if you're running, or if you're boxing, whatever, there's that kind of breathing. All right. Well, it's actually the same. All right, and this is difficult to understand, but it is the same thing. All right. Sometimes it might seem like it's a bit of a harder breath because there is maybe a bit of a stronger exhale, maybe, but it's still the same thing happening inside. Okay, and that's what I want to work on today. Okay, so first of all, when do you breathe? All right, you breathe out, you exhale on the exertion part of any movement. Okay, now, so for example, it's lifting. All right, so the most obvious one, if I'm doing a dumbbell curl. Okay. Okay, now in that case, because I'm starting from a dead hang, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that you have to breathe out every time. You have to take some kind of breath every time you move. So they'll stand here and they'll go, oh, okay, breathe in, okay. No, because you're already in a dead hang position. You breathe in before you move. That's the trick. So, okay. Now, if on the other hand, I'm doing a squat, for example, all right, and I have a bar or weights or dumbbells or whatever, okay. Well, now I'm starting in the contracted position. I'm not in the hang. I'm in a contracted position. So now I'm going to breathe in on the way down. You see? So you need to look at each movement you're doing and figure out, am I in a top or bottom position? Okay? So there, I'm in the top position. Okay? I'm contracted, so I breathe in. Okay? Dumbbell curl, I'm in the bottom position. I breathe in before I move, then I breathe out. Okay? So after a while you'll get the hang of it, but that's what you need to do. You need to figure out if you're starting in the contracted position or in the bottom, the stretch position. Okay? So that's the thing. I should try to make some kind of a word game out of that. Okay? But basically, yeah, if you're in a stretched position, okay, breathe in before you move, and if you're in a contracted position, breathe in on the way down. Okay? On the descent, and then exhale on the ascent. Okay? When you're going up. All right? Okay, so that's when to breathe. Okay? Now, how you breathe, that would well, there's more than one way of doing it. Okay? It can get a little complicated. Okay? We're going to try to make things as easy as we can. Okay? One rule of thumb is that you never want to breathe in with the mouth. Never inhale with the mouth. Okay? Always inhale with the nose only. All right? So the rule of thumb is that you don't shove food up your nose, so don't breathe in with your mouth. Okay? This your mouth. Food goes in here, oxygen goes in here. Okay? Breathe in with your nose. It is okay to exhale with the mouth. All right? It's also okay to exhale with the nose, but never in with the mouth. All right? Now the basic kind of breath, there are two basic kinds: the Buddha's breath and Taoist breath. Okay? Buddha's breath, and this is the one you want to do most of the time, is a stomach will expand as you inhale, flatten out and contract as you exhale. Okay? Now Taoist breath is the opposite. In Taoist breath, you actually pull in your stomach. as you inhale. And exhale. Okay, that's the opposite way. Now, so for most exercises, weight training, body weight training, and oftentimes martial arts as well, you will use the Buddha's breath, the first one. Okay, that's your default. But when you use the reverse breathing, the other one, when you inhale as you pull the stomach in, so maybe you want to get a little bit more power. Okay, now if you're looking to, if you practice martial arts and you want to get a little more power in those strikes, you will breathe in and there's a little extra. You know, you get that kind of like that little inch power, the little extra expression. Okay, that's when you use the reverse breathing. Okay, but like I said before, you can do fine if you only do the Buddha's breath as well. Okay, so we covered when to breathe, we covered how to breathe. Okay, now let's look at some breathing exercises that can help, you know, help you train these things. Okay, and keep in mind too, there are also some exercises where you will inhale multiple times, okay, and exhale, or exhale multiple times. Okay, and we'll get that in a second. All right, so the basic breathing, we want to imagine you have, let me get a little closer here. Imagine expanding, compressing balls. You imagine you have a little ball here, open up here. Okay. Now in this case, it can be done either way. I can either inhale on the way out, exhale on the way in, or I can inhale on the way in, exhale on the way out. So here. Okay, so that's one. All right. So that's, you know, your basic breath. Okay, with two hands. Another one here, and again, same thing. So here's the motion. Let's say I'm doing a little like a forearm strike here. Okay, well there's my action. So I inhale. See, inhale, use the whole body. So I'm compressing, expanding. Compressing, expanding. Compressing. Okay? But I can reverse that. So remember, the function here is to strike. But what if I'm pulling in towards it? Same motion, but I'm pulling in towards me. It's a grasping strike. Okay, so inhale. See? So you need to figure what the function is of any movement and then exhale on that function part of it. Okay? That's the, okay, so we covered the two arms, we covered the single arm, all right? And two more I want to go over. This is the elevator up and stairs down. It can also be stairs up and elevator down, but whatever. So what we're doing, so we're going to stagger our exhales, and this trains you to control. So I'm going elevator up and stairs down. So inhale. So you see, every one of those exhales, I didn't exhale everything. I took one big inhale and then I exhaled 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm learning to control the movements. Okay, so in martial arts drills, for example, I might go like I might go here. I might inhale here. That kind of thing. See, so palm, forearm. Okay, so I'm exhaling twice. See that kind of thing. See, so that's an example of why you would want to learn how to break up your exhales. Okay. Now we took the elevator up and stairs down. Now we're going to take the stairs up and the elevator down. Okay. So now we're going to stagger our inhales. Okay. And each time I'm doing that, my stomach is expanding a bit. Remember the Buddha's breath, okay? more drills I want to go over. This one is called the Breath of Joy in yoga practices, but I call it the YMCA because it kind of reminds me of, YMCA thing, right? So, not exactly the same, but it sort of makes me think of that, okay? So, I'm doing 3 inhales and 1 big exhale, okay? So, here, so. Okay, see that? I went up, inhale, 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 exhale, okay? So. Okay, all right, and that's the thing. Okay, and I got one more here. Now, all of these exercises have involved deliberate inhales, deliberate exhales. Okay, coordinated with movements. Okay, but there is also a way to breathe rhythmically as you're moving, as you're doing other things. Now, when you're walking, for example, I'm not going to inhale and exhale every step. I'm not going to. I mean, that would be ridiculous, okay? However, I might take 1 inhale on 4 steps. I might go like that, okay? You see what I mean? Okay, I don't have enough room to walk the way I normally would outside, but you get the idea, okay? So, you can also use only the mouth, or the nose, I mean. Okay, so that's the basic way of doing rhythmic breathing as you're walking. Okay, and another way, all right, and this one here, I'm going to show you. This is actually a drill to use to train sensitivity and contact reflexes. Okay, and just going to take a basketball and we're just going to roll it around. Okay, the whole time here, this will not work if you're tense. If you're really tense, it won't work. Okay. You need to feel it. I mean, you can't feel anything if you're like this. Okay, you just can't. You have to be relaxed. Okay. One thing I want to point out too. Okay, you can't tell from looking necessarily if someone's tense or relaxed. I've had many times in the past people saying, "Relax, relax, relax." I am relaxed. Okay, it's because of the way I'm built. People think that I'm tense all the time. I'm not. I assure you, I'm relaxed. Look at my hand. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure, it's true. I'm not a flyweight. Okay, but I am relaxed when I'm doing these movements. Okay. Just so happens that I come in a bigger package than a lot of other qigong guys might. Okay. that's the only thing. All right. Okay. So what I'm doing here, okay, is I'm just gonna roll it around at different parts of my arm here. Okay, now start stationary Start stationary first, and then after a while, move around your feet. So the whole time here. See, so for people who practice Wing Chun, there's your Bong Sao. Okay, there's your Bong Sao, your Lan Sao. Okay, all right. Training the different parts of the arm. Okay. But I'm always keeping it my center here, okay? Maybe rolling around one single arm. Look, I'm going around my right arm only. Right, going around my left arm, okay? Okay, rolling here, okay? Rolling here. And then what we're going to do eventually is you're going to start moving around. Random directions, okay? Right here, or whatever. So I'm going to go forward stepping, okay? Backward stepping, okay? Angled forward stepping. Angled backward, bracing footwork, okay? And I'm just trying to, and there's no exact right or wrong way to do this. You're just trying to roll the ball on different parts. Sometimes it might go in your hand, right? But you want to keep it in your forearms or wrists mostly, okay? So my hands caught it there. As I roll it over to my Bong Sao, my elbow here, okay? Okay, for those of you who don't practice Wing Chun, okay, you may not know what Bong Sao is, so the elbow, forearm, okay, alright, and you can see I'm just moving around, and the whole time, natural breathing here. There we go, see, so I'm not, at any point, I'm not, coordinating it with one single movement, okay, I'm just doing it rhythmically during the entire time, okay? And that's another way to work into breathing and relaxation at the same time. Okay. All right. So okay, we covered quite a bit of material today, but working on these exercises will really help. And always remember, any exercise you do, like in the gym, figure out what the purpose of that movement is and breathe out at that time. Breathe out with the exertion when you're performing the function of the exercise, okay? Your function of a dumbbell curl is not to lower. The function is to raise it, okay? So remember, when it's in the stretched position, all right, breathe in before you move. And then if you are in the contracted position, breathe in on the way down. Okay? All right, so anyways, yeah, hope that helps. Any questions, let me know. Okay, see you guys soon.